Okay, so we're given here the total volume, okay, to be this number here. And you'll notice the dimensions of the cylinder are on the diagram, okay, the height there and the radius. But it says then the radius of the hemisphere is 2 times the radius of the cylinder. So when you look at the radius here of the hemisphere, you need to put 2r there, yeah, because it's 2 times the radius of the cylinder there. So then it's a case of then using formulas. So for a hemisphere, of course, it's 2/3 pi r cubed, okay, half of a sphere. And then a cylinder, which they don't give you, okay, you're going to need to remember this. Of course, it's just the cross section here, which is a circle. So pi r squared times then the length of it. It's just like a prism, isn't it? So you've got pi r squared h, okay, the circle area, just times its length, or its height in this case. So let's start off then with the cylinder. Okay, so we'll have 3.14 times the radius squared, which is just r, isn't it? Okay, times then the height, which is 6r. Okay, so that's easy enough there. When it comes to then the hemisphere, because we can add on in the hemisphere, so we can use that formula 2/3 pi r cubed. We've got to be careful here. 2/3 times 3.14. Now you've got to cube this, right? The radius. Now what I don't want to see, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see the fact that you see 2r and then, oh, cube it, 2r cubed. Not at all. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Okay, we need to cube the radius, which means cube all of it. Okay, so I'm going to put it in a bracket here to show that, to emphasize that there, right? So you're cubing the radius and we get our answer. So when it comes then to doing the maths, well, here 3.14 times 6, put the numbers together, right? Collect them. You're allowed to do that, doesn't matter the order you multiply. R squared times r is going to be r cubed, isn't it? That becomes r cubed because you use rules of indices, add the powers. Here then, 2/3 times 3.14. Now, let's then cube in here. So if I cube this, I got to cube the 2, so I get 8, because 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2, so 8, and then you got the r cubed then at the end. So on my calculator, I'm going to type in 3.14 times 6, so I get this to be 18.84 r cubed. As you don't need to, said before, you don't need to write the multiply there, right, with the numbers and letters. And then 2/3 then times 3.14 times 8 for this one. So I get, what do I get? 16.746 recurring r cubed. Add these together then, right? So still going to have an r cubed here. I just need to add these together. So I get 35.586 recurring there. Then to get the r cubed, with a bit of algebra here, of course, because I'm timesing, take it over and divide. So r cubed will be 3244.48 divide ants, and I get 91.1712, blah blah blah. So to get r then, I need to cube root all of that. Okay, I'll go to the next page. I've got room on the next page here. So cube root the answer. So r actually works out to be nicely 4.5 centimeters. Now, they do ask for the total height of the engine part. So if I go back to my diagram here now, the total height, well, you've got 6r here. Of course, the total height will be the height of the hemisphere bit as well, which is just the radius, isn't it, which is 2r. So the total height will be 8r, okay? So that's what we need there, we need 8r. So we can say total height equals to 8r, okay? Which will work out to be 8 times 4.5, which will work out to be 36, yeah, 36 centimeters.